What's going on, people? Welcome to another Toronto Hoop Talk live stream. My name is Alam, and today we got Pacers Thunder Game 3. I'm starting the stream literally as the game is tipping off. We got a foul 8 seconds into the quarter. I don't know who the foul is on. Looks like they called this on Shea. But yeah, getting right to it, people. Indy has the ball. Nemhard. I will say, and another quick foul on OKC. I will say I'm loving the indie crowd's commitment to the shirts. Again, this is a very big thing for me. I'm letting Jared into the stream. What's going on, Jared?
Nothing much. You?
Chilling, bro. I'm chilling. Oh, Halliburton makes the three.
I was waiting for this game today to see how the Indiana fans do for the first finals in 10 years.
Yep. Everybody's wearing the golden shirts. You love to see it. Anybody that's watched this channel knows that, I'm a big fan of when the people getting free shirts take the free shirts seriously. I
don't like when people don't wear them.
Yeah, come on.
Like they're free.
They're free, and it's about the basketball game you're at, and it's like a thing of pride. Like that shirt proves that you were there. That makes you cool. Like the shirt is cool. I don't get it though.
Yeah, I'll wait 15 minutes to talk about the Texans and stuff.
Yeah, we'll just keep it basketball to start, but there'll definitely be time to talk about the Texans because you guys got Nick Chubb. But we got a turnover and a quick 4-0 lead.
To be honest, I'm a Texas fan. I did not expect us getting him.
Ooh, wait, what did they call here? Oh, it is a goaltend. Siakam with the ball, spinning, jumper. Hell of a basket. Look at Sophie.
When I saw Adam Schaefer say that we signed him, I'm like, okay. My eyes just shook.
What are your thoughts about what King just said?
Screw the Steelers. I heard Aaron Rodgers is not doing very good right now.
Oh, there's a really great tweet that I'm gonna find and put in the chat. Actually, no, I'm gonna put it on StreamYard for when we eventually start doing
I wonder if
NFL
I wonder if the Texans play the Steelers this year.
You can check that out pretty easily. God damn, my phone just fell. Okay, there we go. I successfully dragged my phone to a place where I can reach down and get it with my feet. Let's go.
Oh, do you like my new YouTube profile about the Rush Truck show I went to?
Hold on. Let's see. Oh, man, hell yeah.
That's the lobster truck that I was talking to you about.
Oh, yeah, I still have to check those pictures out. Ooh, big dunk by Chet. 8-4 OKC.
He lives near me in Jefferson, Maine.
Oh, yeah, I just realized that would make sense in Maine because lobsters. I didn't really even think of that.
Yeah, he used the lobster. He used the lobster. Now he designed the truck house.
Oh, my God. Okay, Siakam coming out. Happy to shoot fadeaway.
And he owns a lumberjack truck and it has like a chainsaw theme song with Timber on it.
Yeah.
With Kesha and Pitbull.
Chet to the free throw line.
Who do you think wins this game? I think the Pacers take it.
I think the Pacers I think the Pacers take this one. I think the Pacers get this one and the Thunder get the next one. But if the Thunder get this one, I think the Pacers get the next one. I actually don't know if I feel like either team has a chance to win these two games. Yeah, I think we're going to be 2-2 regardless. So I don't really even look at the outcome of this game as a particularly big one. I think the outcome of game 4 is going to be everything. But for this
game 4, like if Indiana wins this game, if Indiana wins game 4, then that's good trouble for the Thunder.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that game on Friday.
No, I heard Cam Ward good in the minicamp. 18 throws for successful.
Yeah, I'm sure he's having I'm sure he's gonna have a good year. Nemhard inbounding from an awkward spot. 10-4 Thunder to start the game. Pascal Siakam gets the ball, spins, fade away again. Happily taking fadeaway jumpers, man. Pascal Siakam has all of the Pacers' points. 3 for 4 from the field. Oh no! And then he leaves Lou Dort to double team Mason Wallace, who kicks to Lou Dort for the 3. 13-6 Thunder. Thunder having a really good start to just quiet this crowd down and calm them down. You know, this crowd was ready to get raucous, but this is how you keep a raucous crowd in check.
What happened to your Oilers on Monday?
I think they didn't know that Game 3 was on Monday. I think they probably thought it was on Tuesday. So
yeah, they usually have the finals and the NBA's back to back, like Monday, Tuesday.
I think they didn't know when the game was, and I think that made it tough to show up, so they didn't.
Yeah,
hopefully
5-1, 5-1 final.
Wasn't it like 6-1 or something? I thought it was. I just know it was bad.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
all I know.
It was 6-1 Panthers.
Siakam in transition again. Okay, this time he finally doesn't shoot.
McDavid didn't want to seem like he wanted to play that game.
Attacks Chet, sets up Miles Turner, open for 3, who misses.
Surprised King hasn't showed up yet.
For him to just drop a fuck the Texans and then leave, I imagine he's probably not home yet or something.
True, he's probably at work. He's probably just getting home from work.
Something like that. Who knows?
Hey, he should be happy that Nick Chubb's leaving his division.
He should be. He should be.
I
don't know where this Texans hostility came from.
Nick Chubb was with the Browns.
Chet, jumper, 15-6, and Indy takes a timeout. 4.5 minutes into Game 3. 4.5 minutes into Indy being the home team. And they take a timeout because they're down 9. An outstanding start for OKC. Gonna check the box score just to get a feel for. So 8 points for Chet, 4 for Williams. Hold on, I don't think Shea has scored yet. Oh no, Shea has 0 points. Think of all the Shea points are still coming in this game. Boy. All the Shea points are still coming. Do we have a grid open from last time? Any guesses left? 1 guess left. 5 assists per game on the Brooklyn Nets. Let's try Jason Terry. No, I guess he didn't do it. All right, well, we'll refresh this and see if there's any grids from the last few days. There's 3 we can do. 10 points per game. Oh my God, I love this category. Okay, 10 points per game and played for the Blazers. I want to say Rodney Hood, but I'm not entirely sure because no, we have to pick somebody from the bad Blazers years. That's the way to go. We got to pick somebody bad. For the Thunder 10 points a game. We're gonna say Kevin Martin. 2%. Okay. Portland Trailblazers, 10 plus points a game. Nick Batum would be cash. No, we can do better. Come on, think. Wesley Matthews. 1%. Okay. Born outside of the U.S. and 10 plus points per game. Okay. Who?
Sarge.
What's that?
Dario Sarge.
You know what? That's a great answer. 0.3. What an answer. 76ers, born outside of the U.S. Okay, hold on. Oh, I'm not 1,000% sure he played, but I think Nick Stauskas played for the Sixers.
Yes, he did. I think he did.
You know what? 0.4. He did. Orlando Magic outside of the U.S.
That's kind of tough.
Okay. I think his name is Caleb Houston. 0.2%. Okay, let's go. Man, we have a very solid start. Magic and Thunder. Magic and Thunder. Who are some under? I'm gonna think Thunder because I know a lot more of their players than Magic players. But the game is back. We'll get back to that. But a very strong start to our grids. Hallie with the ball. Hallie to Obi. Hallie. Oh. Ben Shepherd. A great pump fake and drive. Chet to J-Dub. J-Dub loses his handle. Ben Shepherd checking him aggressively. And we got a steal from Ben Shepherd. What a set of possessions from Ben Shepherd back to back. Oh, Tyrese with a lob. Obi didn't see it coming, but he still catches it and puts it up. 15-10. Couple quick baskets out of the timeout for Indy. Timeout successful so far. Oh, then a bad defensive possession results in a wide open Chet 3. So then Chet misses, but then Indy turns it over immediately.
Dario Sarge had 10 plus points.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, that was a great
answer.
That's
why I thought of him. That's why I thought of him.
Hardenstein is about to check into the game.
I wonder why they keep having Hardenstein on the bench.
I think they want to play small. Shea, contact. Like the contact, he actually delivered the contact to the defender. Shoots, misses. Hallie. Oh, Hallie misses the jumper. Tough start for Hallie and Shea, man. The two stars are having a rough day. This is the game of the others.
Yeah, for the bench.
You got Chet, Siakam, J-Dub, all the people with more than one basket, right? I think Hallie and Shea haven't scored. Yeah, Hallie and Shea, two players that have 0 points so far. Chet to the free throw line, a chance to make it a 7-point game.
That's weird. Yeah, we signed Nick Chubb for 1 year, $2.5 million.
Yeah.
That's not a bad deal.
No.
I don't know how we're going to use it with Joe Mixon though. But
I think he's just gonna be a backup. But the thing is, he wasn't that good last year, but he's gonna be better because year one off a major knee injury is always a difficult year for players. You usually get the player's best year 2. So they got him on a good deal because of his down year last year, but he's not gonna be the same player he was last year. He's gonna be better. So I think he's gonna be a good backup. I heard that. Oh, what a set of passes! It's 19-10 lead. So the Pacers took a timeout when it was a 9-point game. They made a bit of a run out of the timeout, but now OKC has extended the lead back to 9.
Wow.
Shea looks off the screen. Shea, step back 3. Shea misses again. Shea has missed, I think, his first 3 shots. I think he has 3, definitely 2. Hallie, floater. 19-2. What I was gonna say is that I heard that the new OC, he really likes inside runs. So you can actually expect Chubb and Damian Pierce to get a lot of looks on the inside. And Mixon's probably going to dominate the rest of the offense. A lay-in from Indy, and now a timeout OKC. So some sloppy play leads to 2 quick buckets for the Pacers. But look at the luxury that OKC is at, man. Calling timeouts up 5 because you don't like the run the other team is going on. Okay. Sixers and Blazers. Thing is, there's a lot of options, man. You could do Batum, Covington. You could do. Wow, a player just slipped my mind. Batum, Covington. What the hell? There's another one. Oh, Jeremy Grant.
Yeah, Jeremy Grant.
But I think they're all fairly popular players. There has to be somebody more low key.
Oh, there's some people not wearing the shirts.
Damn, they need to get a Stern talking to.
I've been watching the Metal Gear, whatever it's called.
What's Metal Gear?
Not Metal. It's the game. What the Sweet Tooth?
Hold on. Either your audio cut out or my connection cut out. But you cut out after either for me. Yeah, I don't know if that's me or if that's Jared, but we got the rest of this grid to figure out. Sixers and okay, my question is, oh no, I have a good one. Royale Ivy 0.2. Okay, Kevin Martin at 2%. Surprisingly, our worst answer so far. Blazers and Magic. I think there's a big shit. Who played for the Blazers and the Magic? Okay, if anybody watching has any answers, let me know. But so yeah, Sixers and Blazers, that one's tough because again, there's so many options. But I'm trying to think of somebody maybe older. Because with all the votes probably going to Covington, Jeremy Grant, and Nick Batum, if you can get somebody from a different era, that person's probably a really good answer. Did Will Barton play for the Sixers? I don't know. Okay. Magic Blazers. I'm thinking that's Mo Harkless. No, hold on. I did Mo Harkless and he wasn't that rare. To be careful. I have to be very careful. Wait, Rashawn Holmes for Blazers Sixers? No, I don't think Rashawn Holmes played. Hold on. Okay, who? I don't want to do Mo Harkless because I've done it and he wasn't that good of an answer. Steve Blake. Corey Joseph. Did he play? Hold on. Did Corey Joseph ever play for OKC? No, I don't think so. Was Dario Saric ever a Blazer is my question. Okay, we'll have to figure this out on the other side. The game is back, though. OKC up 5. Caruso. Dort. From 3. Oh, my God. That's not even a great 3 if you think about it. He wasn't particularly open. Wasn't a ton of space. He just caught it and took one dribble and shot it. And Dort aggressively hunting his shot. 2 threes for Dort so far. Dort, one of the players that shot well in OKC, who I thought wouldn't shoot well in Indy, but he's keeping up where he left off, man. Oh, big block by Shea, but Wiggins knocked it out of bounds. Shea out here blocking centers. Amazing. Ben Shepherd gets open, misses a 3 though. OKC takes the ball up the court. Wiggins dribbles and steps out of bounds, I guess. Trying to get cute dribble behind the back. It didn't work. Tyrese. Oh, Hardenstein makes a great play, but he can't save it. Jumps into the crowd. It's actually a 5-on-4. Can the Pacers do something with this? Nah, Hardenstein recovers. Turner, contested three, knocks it down. Back-to-back contested threes. These teams trading big baskets. Caruso to Hardenstein. Dort, fadeaway jumper, hits the rim. Dort hunting his shot again, but this time it doesn't fall. You figure that that'll probably end his aggressiveness. Tyrese got in a stance like he was about to decide where to run, and then he just ended up pulling it. Tyrese hits a three, and the Pacers are within 2. This is the closest they've been since the beginning of the game, really. Wiggins, oh my God, Lou Dort wide open. It doesn't take aggressiveness to shoot this. He shoots the wide open three, knocks it down. 5-point game again. I think contact put him on the ground after the shot, but no call there. Obi attacking Hardenstein. What the hell happened to my TV coverage? Oh, I missed something. Oh, it's a goaltending. 27-22. OKC with a 5-point lead. We got a goaltend on Shea. So I think Shea gets his first bucket here. His first bucket does not go through the hoop. Tyrese to Turner. Turner misses. Shea to Caruso. Wiggins with the ball. Man, Wiggins has had some shaky moments. 18 points in game 2. Career playoff game, I'm sure. Follows it up with 2 really ugly possessions here. You got the turnover where he stepped out of bounds, and they're getting clamped up by Tyrese. Tyrese to Obi. Obi misses the 3. All right. What we got? We got free throws finally? Yeah, we got free throws for OKC. But yeah, Shea up to 4 points. I think Hallie has a 3 as well. So the superstars are on the board. I think Hallie probably has 5 now. Oh, it's free throws for Nemhard. Damn. How many points? Hallie's up to 5. Shea's up to 4. Shea dribbles. Great defense by Ben Shepherd. And then, wait, hold on. Is that call on Nemhard or Ben Shepherd? They call his arm being out, stopping Shea from running. That's a call people are going to complain about. That much I can tell you. All right. Well, Shea to the free throw line. After the slow start, he has a chance to get up to 6 points here and have a respectable output after the first quarter. Shea hits the first free throw. Neesmith checks into the game. Shea makes the second. 31-23, 1 minute to go in the first. All things considered, OKC has to be happy with the first. What's going on, Rajat? Have you been watching the whole first quarter, or are you just checking in right now? Siakam fouled. Siakam will go to the free throw line. Siakam at the free throw line makes the first one. Yeah, makes the first one. 31-24. Let's get a look at some of these stats. Let's see what the story of this game is so far. Field goal percentages in the same ballpark. OKC's only hit one more three. OKC's had maybe 4 more free throws. Ooh, Siakam misses the second. But Thomas Bryant gets the rebound, but he loses it out of bounds. Rebounds, damn. Okay, OKC is hitting the boards. Turnover is similar. Yeah, the story is rebounding and free throws, looks like. Chet to Shea. Shea to Chet. And we got more free throws. Thomas Bryant aggressively trying. I mean, I couldn't tell if they called the foul, like Shea got fouled or Chet got fouled. But so a good free throw shooter is going to the line regardless. Let's see. One second. We got more free throws for OKC. What's going on? What's going on here? Oh, it's an inbound. Okay. Caruso inbounding from the baseline. Shea gets the ball. 5 seconds to go. Backing down Ben Shepherd at the baseline. Double and triple team comes. Turnaround jumper doesn't fall. And it's an 8-point game going into the second quarter. So Indy took their first time out of the quarter when it was 15-6, a 9-point game. That was like they're like, we got to get our shit together. And it's an 8-point game going into the second quarter. So OKC has been able to sustain their lead, sustain their advantage. They seem to be having a very ideal first quarter from the standpoint of they have a lead, but Shea isn't the reason. And the reason why that's encouraging to me is that, put simply, Shea's going to get his. Carlisle himself said before the I think it was this game that you just pencil in Shea for 34. You know that's coming. And you know that's a fairly consistent thing to expect. So if we pencil in that Shea's going to get to 34, he's still going to pop off for the rest of this game because where is he at? 6 points? Yeah, there's still 28 more points coming if we listen to Rick Carlisle. So Shea's going to score more. They already have an advantage. Well, let's just check Tyrese's stats again. Hold on. Where is the box score? Yeah, Tyrese. I mean, he has 4 assists, so we're not going to be overly critical of that. But part of what the complaints have been for Indiana is that it's been difficult for Tyrese to really play aggressively. And you got more of the same today. He's definitely like the 2 of the 3 shots he took were shots that just kind of came to him, right? Not really the kind of series he can impose his will on. So again, the question has to be, where is Indiana going to get that from? And they got it from Pascal Siakam at the very beginning of the game, but you knew that wasn't going to sustain. So yeah, I just I look at this game, and just like I think it's kind of similar to my thoughts on the series as a whole. I don't really see this working out for Indy unless OKC shoots themselves in the foot. OKC shot themselves in the foot in game 1. It kind of feels like for Indy to get a game, before Indy does anything, they need OKC to mess themselves up. So we'll see if that happens. That's really what I'm at this point watching games for. Roger says I'm going with Indiana today. Is that a prediction or who you're cheering for, or both? But they're showing the Pacers having all their legends at the game. Oh my God. They brought us back from commercial just to show us that, and then let's go right back to that. Okay. I want to leave Sixers, Blazers. I know we can come up with somebody else. I think Rodney Hood played for the Sixers, but I'm not entirely sure. Gary Trent went to the Milwaukee Bucks. He didn't go to Philly, even though there was rumors about him. No, not prediction. It's more you. Oh, okay. It's not a prediction. I got you. Okay. Blazers and Magic. Vucevic, no. Biyombo, no. Oladipo? Did Oladipo play for the Blazers? I don't think so. Who else have the Magic had? Aflalo? Oh, Aflalo. I think he played for the... Oh my God, 9%? No way. No way. No way, man. People don't know that guy. McConnell. Great pass. Great pass from McConnell to Siakam, and then a great steal. And then Siakam shoots from 3. Misses. But then a great rebound and another great pass by McConnell. This is the McConnell run to start the second quarter. I have seen McConnell make 4 great plays in 40 seconds. Less than 40 seconds. 4 great plays in like 30 seconds. What a player. Chet. I was gonna say outmuscle Siakam, but I don't know if that. Yeah, I don't know if he's capable of outmuscling anybody. He did get Siakam out of the way though. McConnell with the ball. The second quarter superstar. Tries his luck, shoots but misses. Chet fouled. Chet goes to the free throw line. Chet was trying to dunk on Nesmith. Nesmith got the shot to not fall because of the contact. But yeah, man, this looks like the Chet game. Chet makes the first free throw, and SofaScore spoiled it. It looks like they make the next free throw as well. So we got a 6-point game again. Was this foul off the ball? Yeah. I was watching the ball, so I didn't see what happened. I was like, there's no way they called anything there. Was that a Brock Purdy jersey I saw in the background? That must be one of Halliburton's people. For those who don't know, Halliburton and Purdy were at Iowa State together. Obi Toppin checks in for Miles Turner. And I wonder where my guy Mark is at. We're going to have to see if he has any bets. Matherin, jumper, falls, 4-point game again. Let's see what Matherin can do today. I think he's going to be a key part of all their like any of their home wins, because if you talk about role players having pop-off potential at home, I think he's the face of something like that. He can heat up and go for like 25, but probably not on the road. He is the NBA basketball's version of Real's Jude Bellingham. Who is this? Because I forget who I was talking about. Surely not Ben Matherin. Wait, but maybe Ben Matherin. Maybe Ben Matherin. Oh, we're talking about Halliburton. Do you think Halliburton looks a little bit like Jude? Same style. I don't think his face looks like him in terms of features, but they have the same style in terms of the hair beard combination. They both have very, very like light, thin beards. They can't really grow a proper beard. I get what you're saying. I mean, if you take Halliburton wears a lot of yellow because of obviously the Pacers. You take Dortmund, Jude Bellingham, and there's a similarity there. Indy with the ball. OKC definitely not been hot this quarter. Only 2 points in this game so far. McConnell finds a cutting Neesmith, and the Pacers are up to an 8-2 run, and then McConnell steals the ball again. McConnell with another huge play, and McConnell is the guy who's gotten this crowd jumping. Remember, I told you that OKC first quarter was huge because it quieted a raucous crowd that was waiting to like really get into it. TJ McConnell single-handedly has got this crowd back into this game. Nothing but hustle play after hustle play after hustle play. What an outstanding second quarter from one guy in particular, TJ McConnell, who finds Ben Matherin, who misses, and McConnell there again fighting for the offensive rebound, but he just can't get it. Cason Wallace goes the other way. Turn off your ad blocker? No, thank you. 36-32. 9.5 minutes to go. McConnell drives, collapses the defense, finds Matherin from 3. And again, Matherin, that's where the pop-off potential is at. 36-35. Huge run from Indy. And OKC takes a timeout. Okay, finishing this off, we can do, who did I say? So there's Batum, Covington, and Jeremy Grant. I think Covington would probably be the least popular out of those names. Shit, maybe not. And then I think so I was gonna do Saric for this, but I wasn't entirely sure. Oh yeah, Saric has already been used in this grid. Okay, Magic and Thunder, Oladipo. Let's see how bad this is. Not horrible, but definitely not good. Yikes. But okay, Cole Aldridge. Damari Carroll. Pace. Ooh, okay. Mavericks and Rockets. I think Jason Terry applies here, but I'm not entirely sure. I know Chandler Parsons does, but he's too popular. There's somebody else on the James Harden era Rockets that also played for the Mavericks, I think. But I mean, I'm trying to find somebody low key. Let me think of a big. There's got to be a big. We need a low key player. Okay, I might put this one off to the side. Spurs and Mavericks. Spurs and Mavericks. Actually, hold on. Let me see. Are there any Corey Joseph teams here? No, there's not. Bellinelli, I think, played for the Clippers. I think he did. Shit, no, he did. Damn. Okay. Okay, let's just do this then. 14%. Damn. Spurs and Nets. Mamukalashvili, I think. No? Damn. Oh, this could have been Damari Carroll as well. Okay. Okay, let's try Bledsoe. Damn. Okay, yeah, this grid is off the rails. We got 3 guesses left. Let's just try to do some learning here. Slept on Mavericks that could have had 5 assists. Brunson? Nope. Shit. Okay. Slept on Brooklyn / New Jersey Nets that could have had 5 assists. I don't know anything earlier than the Vince Carter era Nets anyways. But let's go for after free agency come to on the pod. First share, bro. Again, bro, my bad. We've been doing this for a long time. But 100%, bro. 100%. Fuck, man. Okay, I gotta hold on. Let me get this grid the hell out of my face. Clippers and Spurs. Bro, I know. But I'm terrible at this stuff. Prigioni. Damn. One more guess. Mavs Spurs. Okay, we'll get back to it. 1 point game. I see you growing. Slowly but surely, you know. We're going to stay consistent and see where it goes. Oof. McConnell to the free throw line. McConnell single-handedly bringing Indy back. Out here having his Dellavedova moment. Damn. Doris Burke said he's putting the pace in the Pacers. Man, let's go. Let's go, Doris Burke. Redeem yourself. They hated. Makes the first free throw. 36-36. Guys, you know there's only been 6 lead changes? There's only been 6 lead changes in this series. McConnell hits the second free throw, and Indy has their first lead of the game. The 7th lead change of this series. Hartenstein with the ball. Hartenstein to Shea. Oh, no, Shea. Bad turnover. Again to McConnell. McConnell with the pass to Siakam, who blows the layup. Siakam backing down Caruso, finds a cutting Mathurin, and Mathurin, the bucket getter, gives the Pacers a 3-point lead. And the Pacers finding some success pressing high up the court and being disruptive. TJ McConnell, a big part of this. Hilariously enough, this thing that they are doing that's working, I don't think they can sustain this with Halliburton on the court. And then Mathurin gets a big block. Caruso, you can't be sitting on the ball like this. There's not that much time left. Drives, Caruso to the basket. Can't get it to touch the rim. And a 24-second violation. Indy's defense is stifling. OKC right now. OKC has absolutely fallen flat on their face in the second quarter. All right. McConnell, handoff to Matherin. Benny Math to the basket. Passes it off Hardenstein off his own head and out of bounds. Bench points in this game, 19-0 for Indy. And they have a 3-point game, or they have a 3-point lead. This OKC Thunder bench has been selling. This OKC Thunder bench has been selling. Okay, hold on. Not Boris Diaw. Oh, wait, no, not that. Oh, Patty Mills. Patty Mills is the one. 16%. Damn, did we find the bad Patty Mills? 1 steal per game. Okay. A new category that I love. 1 steal a game on the Pelicans. You're going to see a lot of Alvarado. You're going to see a lot of Herb Jones, which is good because there's definitely older players that we can think about here. Drew Holiday is probably also going to be popular. Rondo would be popular. Shit. Okay, there's a lot of options. Anybody other than those 4 that I named, so anybody other than Alvarado, Herb Jones, Rondo, and Drew Holiday are probably going to be really good. Who else have they had? Trey Murphy, I don't know. Because again, the tough thing is like for this category, in my head, I'm really thinking about somebody that could have close to 2 steals a game. Because somebody who feels like they could get a steal, it could be a game, it could be 0.9. You know, like a difference between 0.8 and 1 is marginal. So to be safe, we aim higher than that for sure. For the Bucks, I think it would be something like, you know what? Dellavedova for the Bucks would be interesting. Because this isn't a volume thing. If you step on the court and you get a steal, that's good enough. For the Suns, Sean Marion would be really popular, I think, but maybe not, because he wasn't there for long. Okay, other popular Suns that are known for playing defense. Bridges and Cam Johnson would be really popular. You know what? Okay, let's try PJ Tucker. 0.3 for PJ Tucker. That's how we do it here. Okay, Milwaukee Bucks, similar kind of thing, right? We don't want to we're not going for Giannis, obviously. I'm not going for Middleton. I'm not going for Drew Holiday. I think they had a Pat Bev at one point, but even if they did, I'm not going in that direction. I'm unsure if guys like Brandon Jennings and Brandon Knight got a steal a game. People who were on the wing and played prominent minutes. I don't know. Okay. I'm wondering if a guy like a Tony Snell maybe. A Tony Snell maybe would be a decent option. Damn, okay, McConnell's out of the game. Low-key, this is OKC's chance to take the game back. Because he was the demon. He was the one harassing things. Case and Wallace out here just inbounding like a dumbass. Okay. New Orleans Pelicans, man. Anthony Davis is going to be another big one. You know what? Okay, I'll take a break from this. Well, because we have to. The game is back. But yeah, we can do really well on that steals category. A foul on Nembhard off the ball. Shea backing down Nemhard. Double team comes. He finds Joe. Joe puts up a 3, and it's OKC's first bench points, I think. I think their first bench points. Tyrese misses the 3. Matherin with the open rebound to Toppin. Obi drives, kicks to Tyrese. Great ball movement from Indy, man. Nemhard hits an open 3. And Nemhard out here pressing Shea 94 feet. Shea gets across half court. Shea dribbles left. Shea. Oh, finds Joe. Pump fake. Sidestep. 3. And Joe hits another 3. Damn, if we get the Isaiah Joe game, of all the games, if we get the Isaiah Joe game, man, oh man. Matherin. There's a foul on Isaiah Joe off the ball here. Damn, Tyrese. Damn, Tyrese. Matherin gets the foul, goes to the free throw line. 6 minutes to go. Matherin with a chance to give Indy a 2-point lead. Matherin up to 9 points. He has 9 of the team's 42. Matherin quietly with like over 20% of his team's points. Might we be getting the Matherin and Isaiah Joe games off the bench? Matherin knocks the second one down too. 44-42. And Shea passes to Kenrich Williams. Oh no, Kenrich Williams. Oh no. Bro has done nothing in this game to earn the right to just jack up a deep 3 like that. And then okay, the deep 3 starts the transition possession. And OKC doesn't get a chance to set their defense, so it's an easy bucket, man. And it's an and one. Benedict Matherin, game of his life in Indy. Chet to J-Dub. Yeah, damn. Okay, Shea, we honestly, no joke. OKC needs some Shea foul baiting here. And the reason I say that is it's not even just about getting to the free throw line. For the points, you got to get to the free throw line so to just like kill the momentum of the game. Because Indy they figured something out. They're just pressing OKC into stupid decisions. Shea is best equipped to deal with these kind of circumstances. Dort almost turns it over. My goodness, bro, don't shoot. Not after you did something that rattles you like that, and then Dort gets his shot blocked by Obi. What a mess. What a mess, man. TJ McConnell single-handedly frazzled the OKC Thunder. Caruso's about to check in. Hey, Caruso has to go band for band with McConnell and do the same thing to disrupt Indy. That's what we need. Isaiah Joe steps out. I think it's still the only Thunder bench player to get points in this game. Chet has to jack up a three, and it gets blocked as well. Well, Indy, a chance to go on a run here. Tyrese, ooh, shakes Shea, floater, falls. What, man, I was going to say the same thing. What a quarter, man. Damn, big three for Caruso, 4-point game. For momentum's sake, man, I think OKC has to keep this lead like at least within 5 for Indy going into halftime. Ideally, they could get a lead back, but like this second quarter has been absolutely pathetic so far. And you got Jalen Williams almost turning it over. Like just moment after moment of stupidity for OKC. What the hell are they doing on this possession, man? J-Dub, just no intentions to pass the ball, and then he gets fouled, luckily. So you got free throws for Jalen Williams. Halliburton's upset. I think Halliburton that's his third. Is that his second or third foul? Ooh, Nembhard already has 3 fouls, and I think that's Halliburton's second. Ooh, J-Dub misses the first. Siakam checks in. Siakam's well rested. Will he make the second? Oh my God, Nav Bhatia is there in a Canadian jersey. Seemingly just supporting the Canadian talent. Shout out to Nav Bhatia, man. Ooh, Halliburton to Ben Shepherd. What a shot by Ben Shepherd, man. Tough finish at their basket. J-Dub to the basket. Goaltend? Foul? Whew. Okay, J-Dub, seemingly calming things down for OKC. You got the and one there. Chance to make it a 2-point game. After Ben Shepherd made the tough look at the basket. Pascal to Hallie. Hallie to Ben Shepherd. Oh my God. Man. Man, oh man. Shea to the basket. Too easy. 51-51. It's a tie game and a timeout from Indy. 3:26 to go. Yeah, high arcing little lay-in. 51-51. Back to this though. I think Rondo wouldn't be a bad guess here. 4%. Damn. Okay. Drew Holiday definitely would have been worse. I think Herb Jones and Trey Murphy out of recency bias would be worse. Alvarado is literally popular for getting steals. Drew Holiday is a little bit more well known. I think Rondo's time with the team was really, really short. So I can kind of understand him being overlooked. But man, after getting 0.3% for PJ Tucker, I would have hoped to get something better for Rondo. Milwaukee, 1 steal a game. Okay, I don't think they got Wesley Matthews' best years, so I don't think it'll be him. Giannis is too popular. Chris Middleton is too popular. I'm thinking we could maybe Eric Bledsoe, because Bledsoe definitely would have had at least one season. 3% for Eric Bledsoe. All right. Sacramento, Sacramento and New Orleans. Sacramento and Phoenix. How many Sacramento Kings do I know generally? Nick Stauskas. Anyways, the game is back. So 51-51. Siakam to McConnell. McConnell, the man of the second quarter, misses the shot. And OKC goes the other way. Shea, gets to the basket, spins, easy lay-in. OKC takes the lead back 53-53, and Siakam gets a lay-in immediately after the basket, 53-53. .247 to go. Shea. Spins, Hardenstein, easy dunk, 55-53. Okay, it looks like Shea is back in a rhythm here. Second half of the second quarter. Siakam backing down Hardenstein, kicks to Halliburton. Halliburton, that's a good look. Makes the floater. Game tied at 55 again. Cason Wallace bringing the ball up the court. If you're an OKC fan, you cannot feel great about Cason Wallace having the ball in his hands the way he's played today. Shea misses a jumper. Tyrese. Oh my God. Ball fake sends Cason Wallace the wrong way, and then he makes a three. Cason Wallace with a stinker of a game. Again, you talk about role players being good at home in the playoffs and struggling on the road. Cason Wallace is the poster boy for that today. J-Dub to the free throw line after the foul. Man, where would OKC be if Jalen Williams did not have the second quarter that he's had? Not again, he's doing what I said that Shea should try to do when all the momentum is against you. Try to get to the free throw line and just completely kill the momentum of the game. Shea actually hasn't been doing that. He's been getting to the basket, getting layups. It's Jalen Williams who's getting to the free throw line, getting guys in foul trouble, completely killing the momentum of the game. Is that 3 fouls for Halliburton? No. Neesmith and Nembhard have 3 fouls. Personal fouls. All right. Jalen Williams misses the second. And then Ben Shepherd. Oh, they're saying Chet knocked the ball out. But I'm pretty sure Ben Shepherd knocked the ball out there. We're going to see if Daniel wastes a timeout. Nope. Daniel says play basketball. So Indy brings the ball up the court. Siakam collapses the defense, tries to dunk on the pace on the Thunder. Doesn't go in because he's fouled. Free throws for Pascal Siakam. Yeah, this definitely goes off Ben Shepherd. Actually, no, you know what? That might have gone off Chet's fingertips. Siakam's first free throw falls 59-56. And Siakam's second free throw falls to 60-56. Minute 20 to go. So I think Indy got a 7-point lead at some point. OKC wrestled it back to a tied game. Indy now with a 4-point lead, which is their biggest lead since the tie. We'll see if they can work to keep carry this into halftime. But then J-Dub gets to the free throw line again. And mind you, these are not cheap calls either. He's going to the basket and getting hacked. So an absolute defensive collapse by Indiana down the stretch in the second quarter, because Jalen Williams has not been able to do this. I don't think I've seen him have a stretch like this the whole playoffs. Maybe against Minnesota once. But the way he's just getting to the basket at will, it's way too easy. And I think this might be a product of not having Miles Turner on the court. But it is simply just too easy for the Thunder to get to the basket right now. Siakam checks out. Is he up to 3 fouls now? Oh, my God. Nembhard, Nesmith, and Siakam, they all have 3 fouls. So the Pacers are going to have people playing tentative defense in the second half a little bit. McConnell to Obi Toppin. Ball goes back to McConnell. McConnell stumbles to the rim. They're going to call something here. It looks like they're going to call the foul on Cason Wallace. Cason Wallace has had a disaster of a second quarter. Oh, I think he has a point here. It does look like McConnell hooked his leg. I mean, there might be some contact before that anyways. But free throws for TJ McConnell nonetheless, the hero of the second quarter for Indy. The man who single-handedly sparked the run. McConnell puts down the second free throw. 4-point lead secured again for Indy. Shea dribbling past the full court press by Ben Shepherd. Looking unfazed as always. Shea drives past everybody, gets to the basket, lays it in. Again, it's just too easy for OKC to get to the basket here. When Miles Turner is not on the court, Indy does not have anything in the way of a rim protector. Now, this has been working for them amazingly on the offense. Oh, Shea gets the block in, almost saves it, but just can't do it. No. It's a treadmill, my guy. It's a treadmill. I'm sure it's definitely not that. But yeah, we got free throws here for who? No, this is an inbounds play, isn't it? Yeah, it's an inbounds play. McConnell with the ball. McConnell dribbling the clock out like Lou Will at the end of the quarter. Oh my God! And he gets a jumper up. That wasn't him killing time necessarily to run a play. That was ISO TJ McConnell. Shea, ball up the court, contact, puts it up, misses. 4-point lead for Indy, 64-60. Hell of a second quarter for Indy. They played their best basketball of the entire series in that quarter. Maybe the fourth. Now, you know what? Fourth quarter of game one was their best basketball. This is the second best quarter of the series for the Pacers. We'll get back to this grid, I guess. This grid has potential. 6 guesses left. No wrong answers. Let's do... You having burgers? I made 2 burgers. No. I had pizza a little bit earlier. No burgers, though. But enjoy your burgers. That's a solid. Oh, I've been meaning to ask you something. What are your thoughts on Carter Bryant? Because I'm starting to get into draft stuff, and that's an interesting name. That's definitely an interesting name. It feels very Raptorsy as a pick. The thing is like I feel like we've gone after so many guards, and the value at center might not be there at 9. So if we're gonna make the pick at 9, I could definitely see us doing some old school Raptors, go get a defensive, not a defensive forward, but a project forward who maybe needs some development offensively. We'll see though. We'll have to see what happens. I've heard the trade market's going to be pretty active, so we can maybe even we'll look at Fanspo in a bit. But I really want to do this. Okay, Torian Prince is what we're going to guess here. So I don't know how he fits in the Darko system. Don't care. This is a good point. That's definitely a good point, Marcus. That's definitely a good point. Yeah, if he can't put the ball on the floor or pass, then the fit into Darko's system probably isn't there. Pelicans and Lakers. Again, I think this includes the New Orleans Hornets, but nonetheless, there still should be somebody good. Wait, no, not Lou. Who played on the Pelicans? Because we can't do Rondo, even though I don't think we should do Rondo, even if we could. DeMarcus Cousins? No, he's too popular, especially now. Especially after the last couple of days. DeMarcus Cousins is definitely a popular man. Shannon Brown is a good one for this. 0.9. Kings and Suns, we can do not Monk, not Fox, not Rudy Gay. Wait, could we do Aaron Gray? Actually, you know what? I should research Aaron Gray's teams at some point. Okay, we're gonna have to leave that for a bit. Hold on. Kings and Pelicans? If that's inclusive of the Horn, you know what? No, never mind. Damn, I messed the grid up. Okay. Now that it's done, we can just do, you know what, forget it. Let's go to Fanspo. Okay. Simple mock, no. Trade negotiations, no. Big 5 team trade, no. What? What? Why are people talking about Asuka while playing Ken Carson, only one AirPod while... Oh my god. What? How like a wolf rolling off her say, oh my jeez. Okay, hold on. Actually, 1 second. I think if Fears and Malawatch are gone, Masai is taking a Seng, who has Siakam-like ceiling, tearing it up in the EuroLeague playoffs as a teenager and immensely carrying to wins. Now that checks out from what I've seen about him. That definitely feels like somebody Masai would like. And again, like I don't put any stock into. I don't really put it I don't put any expectations onto Mobile. Like I'm not counting on him to be good. Ingram's definitely a 3. If you think about where we're at the 4, we're actually pretty thin. So we could use something. Stay glued to your phone. Talk about it. Be rude to the waiter. Show up like, damn. I want to be like Swag Duck. Wait, is Swag Duck the poster? Steph Curry salt. Never mind. Anyways. Big 5 team trade. Simple mock. Where are the trades? Whoa. Okay, but does Kuminga doesn't seem like a fit for OKC basketball at all. The best thing is likely to move RJ the Hawks for Man, Yang, Buffkin, Hawks 13 and 12. Move Man to the Wolves and waive Yang. Draft Sorber and try. Okay, I'm hearing this. I think I pushed back on a lot of your trade offers the last time we talked about this, but I think RJ to the Hawks for that combination does make sense. Having, what would we have then? 9, 13, and 22? Oh, that would be an infusion of young talent. We would be a pretty young team again. But that is kind of what we need. So that works out. Knicks roster for simple mock. Let's see what this deal is. Okay. Lou Dort, Casey Wallace, AJ Mitchell. No, they're not going to make. No, this is a crazy trade. You know what's funnier than the Browns? The Knicks getting rejected. Oh yeah, this is actually a good thing. Thank you for bringing this up, Jen Will. Bro. Okay. I don't know why the Knicks would ask for these many people's coaches without knowing that at least somebody is going to be remotely interested. Like, this is so. It's so naive in a way that I thought that the Knicks weren't anymore. Did I think that they were all of a sudden a perfect organization? No. Did I think that they would run around asking 4 organizations, hey, can we have your coach? And then being shut down immediately? No, that seems like an absurd thing to do. I wouldn't ask a team. Because here's the thing, right? If you ask a team for their coach, the only reason they would say yes is if they actually don't want that person anymore. And if that happens, why would you want that coach, right? Like, there's a couple of organic situations where, like, oh, a team and a coach just it's time for them to part ways because I don't know, the guy needs a change of scenery. But that's a pretty rare situation, right? So yeah, the question remains, like, why would you even want a coach that a team is like, you know what? Yeah, give us a second round pick for him. Like, I think Carlisle was traded to the Pacers, but that was a very specific situation where, like, clearly a great coach just ran its course in that. Actually, you know what? He might not have been traded. I'm not sure. You know what? Let's look into the history of NBA coach trades. NBA coach trade history. Jason Kidd, Brooklyn to Milwaukee. Did that work? No. Jeff Van Gundy to the Rockets in 2003. I wasn't around for that, but did it work? No. Doc Rivers to the Clippers in 2013. Did that work? No. Miami Heat required from the New York Knicks first round pick of $1 million in cash. Oh, okay. Rick was fired by Luka. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. But yeah, like, I don't even know why. I just don't get it. Like, they asked the Hawks about Quinn Snyder. Why? Like, what have we seen from Quinn Snyder that screams like, you know what? You need that guy. You made it Eastern Conference Finals and you need to go further. Who's your guy? Quinn Snyder. Absolutely not. And he wears red glasses now, I'm pretty sure, right? So in New York, he'd probably need some orange glasses and have the same ones on that Spike Lee has. Why would you want to do that to yourself? Why? But yeah, no, it just seems it's a really naive thing for the Knicks to do. It makes them seem directionless and aimless because if they had their sights set on Mike Malone, why would you ask 4 organizations for their coaches? It makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. So yeah, it just makes them seem like directionless and a team without a plan, which is very New York Knicks, but again, just in a way that it looked like they maybe weren't that kind of team anymore. Knicks interviewing every coach not named Darko. Man, send us some picks. Send us some picks for sure. We should sell them on the fact that if they get Darko, they can get Jokic. I like the idea of bringing in Nolan and Braze more guards than I like. Okay, I hear it. Keep the 9. The reason why I say take Traore is because he is young. He's playing in a man's league as a teenager. They're doing well now. He lit up Endemin in the Nike Invitational. Damn, I didn't know about the Nike Invitational. Pascal Siakam getting a chance at a ring number 2 before Embiid gets a chance at 1 makes me feel better. Okay, I'm always here for Embiid slander. I'm always here for Embiid slander. And damn near they hired our assistant and damn near had a mutiny. Nah, that's true, man. Like, also, like, think about it. Remember when they sued the Raptors? Snyder coached some crazy flawed rosters in Utah. Okay, but the thing is like, fair to say that he hasn't worked with great teams. But like the point is like I don't think I've seen anything to establish for sure that he has the skills that you need. Like it's like he's like a coach with potential as opposed to a coach with something that we can point to and say, hey, feel great about knowing that, you know, XYZ is the reason why he could probably lead you past the Eastern Conference Finals. Malone is not the guy because he is basically like Tibbs in terms of personality style. I've heard this point made a lot, and it definitely makes sense, especially considering the kind of issues that the Nuggets seem to have had. But yeah, I mean, the thing is like I don't think it's a big deal that they didn't want Malone. Like because them not wanting Malone isn't the sign to me that they don't have a direction. Asking 4 teams for their coaches, that's the sign. Nolan, yeah, I figured this was like wasn't. I figured there was a name you mixed up. I'm talking about the Pacers having a mutiny. Hold on. They hired our assistant. Oh, Bjorkgren. Oh, Bjorkgren. This is what we're talking about. Yeah, remember he told some people that they couldn't wear do-rags? What a horrible idea. What a horrible idea. Like is that too? Both good coaches and assholes. Quinn Snyder is Matt McConaughey. I see it with the hair. I think they have different faces though, but I see it with the hair. Man, think about where they've come from. They went from Nate Bjorkgren. Didn't he get fired like 3 months into being the coach too? And they thought he was David Stern in the Iverson era. That's a different level of out of touch, man. That's a different level of out of touch. Okay, everybody wins trade. Dallas gets guards. Minnesota gets younger and better. All right, so the Lakers get Rudy Gobert, Caleb Martin, and a first-round pick. I'm not sold on this trade for the Lakers, regardless of who they give up, because I think Gobert would just get Vietnam flashbacks every time he sees Luka, and I don't think that's conducive to production. Minnesota, you got Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson would be, but hold on. Minnesota making a trade. Let's see what they give up, though. They give up Rudy Gobert. They give up Leonard Miller, the 17th overall pick, and they give up Mike Conley. And guess what they leave this trade with? Oh, guess what they leave this trade without? They leave this trade still without a point guard, still hoping that Rob Dillingham hits puberty, you know? It's crazy. Man, coming first day and say y'all guys gotta tuck in your shirts. No, it's absolute madness. Like the thing is, I need to know what he saw that made him think that would work, because I feel like all you hear about in sports in the modern day, if anything, are stories of players hating coaches that run their organizations like the military. So I just want to know, what was he looking at to be like, you know what, I want to replicate this, I want to recreate this. And if he wasn't looking at anything and he thought, you know what, I'm going to revolutionize this sport, then I honestly think that that's even worse. So yeah, Nate Bjorkgren, man, what a character. But yeah, so I'm 0 for 2 on appreciating this trade for the teams. Brooklyn Nets, okay, they just get assets in the general sense. What did they give up though? They give up the 26th overall pick. There's nobody else involved in this trade. They give up the 26th overall pick, Cam Johnson, and the 27th overall pick. They have, hold on. They have 26 and 27. Okay, they give up 2 first-round picks. They get 1 back, and they get 2 in the future. They get Leonard Miller, and that's probably it from a prospect standpoint. Honestly, okay, I think they could do better. I think they could do better for Cam Johnson. That's 0 for 3. Mavericks, let me see what they give up. I'm busy. The Mavericks give up Jaden Hardy, Daniel Gafford, a 2nd-round pick, and Caleb Martin. So they kind of give up scraps and they get Austin Reed. Yeah, this is definitely a Dallas fan. Yeah, of course it's a Dallas fan. All right. Could this be no. We're not doing another Austin Reeves to Dallas thing. New era? Hold on. No. This is such a random deal. What is going on with the Mavericks sub? Whoa, we got a Fred VanVleet trade. Let's get a look at this. Let's get a look at this hypothetical. Wait, what? Oh, my bad. Wait a second. I did not know Anthony Davis was a part of this. Wait a second. I mean, we already have to say no. Wait, this is a Dallas rebuild blow up? Oh, they get Jalen Green. No, you know what? This is too out of there. We can't look at this. We can't look at this. It is too out of there. It's too out there. Like that is insanity. Okay. Mavs go younger, Cavs get depth. I don't know about that. Warriors get Denny Avdia. Why would the Magic be a part of this? The Warriors get Denny Avdia and Goga Batadze. All right. The Magic get nothing. They just give up. Oh, they just dump Goga Batadze. No, they'd have to get like the rights to some random player. Moses Moody. The Blazers get Moses Moody, Tracy Young Jackson 2 first. What did the Blazers give up though? Oh, they give up. Oh, yeah, of course they give up Avdia. Anyways, the game is back. What's better for you as a Bull, 15th or Cam Thomas in the Nets pick? When is the Nets pick? I think it's what, 26? Neesmith to the basket, gets blocked. SGA to J-Dub. J-Dub lays it in, and Jalen Williams' great game continues. 2-point game, 64-62. Yeah, I think it's 26th. As the Bulls, because I think the Bulls are more primed for a longer term situation, I would take the pick over Cam Thomas because you got to pay Cam Thomas. He takes up more of your salary cap. He's older. You're not going anywhere in the short term anyways. So I'm not thinking, I think Cam Thomas as a neutral asset, like without thinking about situation, is more valuable than the 15th overall pick. But if I'm Chicago, like we're getting Cam Thomas for what? But again, that's my personal slant of like how I view roster building. So I definitely agree that Cam Thomas is the better value. But yeah, Shea comes in, scores a bucket. So OKC goes on a 6-0 run to start the third quarter to take the lead, and Indy takes a timeout 90 seconds into the third quarter. So talk about the tides turning. The same way Indy came out firing in the second quarter, OKC comes out firing a quick 6-0 run in less than 90 seconds. And after all those runs, after all those baskets, Indy finds themselves down in the game again. Okay, Knicks losing in the playoffs was not Tibbs' fault. It was the GM's fault for trading for Cat, defensive liability in the front court, and Brunson and backcourt and Cat that you couldn't hide in the past. I agree with this. I genuinely, wholeheartedly agree with the fact that the Knicks were not a well-built roster. I don't think Tibbs got the most out of the roster from the standpoint of like, were your role players not good? Yes, but you turn to them anyways. Like, this is the thing. Tibbs tapped out from his philosophy when he started playing Landry Shamet and DeLon Wright. So when you tap out of your philosophy, you kind of conceded that you messed up. If he was going to inevitably go to Shamet and DeLon Wright anyways, then you have to you should have been playing them or playing somebody off your bench to prep them better for that moment. So he messed up. But yeah, the GM, I would definitely say put like the Cat, having Cat and expecting to win a championship is crazy to me. Because his defensive weaknesses will stop you for, like at this level of basketball that we're watching right now, NBA Finals basketball. Cam Johnson isn't worth the 9th pick, and RJ is younger and better than Cam. The Nets would have to give the Raptors the 8th pick for that trade to work. Who proposed this trade? Did I miss something? Isn't worth it. Yeah, I would not trade the 9th and RJ for Cam Johnson. What the hell? Get the 26th pick and flip. Oh, this is what we're talking about. Yeah, no, this makes sense. General, I agree with what you're saying. I agree with what you're saying. The best approach would be to take the best value and then flip the value to make it work for your situation. So I definitely agree. Shit. Okay. We looked at this trade. Mike Conley to the Mavericks is crazy because talk about building the 2018 super team. They're just jamming their roster with old injury-prone basketball players. I just want to see. Out of curiosity, let me see what Minnesota trades in this trade. Dallas. Dallas parts with PJ Washington for Mike Conley and a first-round pick. You know what though? That's great value. But what is Dallas? I mean, I was just gonna say, what does Dallas do with a young player? And then I realized that they're drafting Cooper Flagg. So you know what? Get Flagg in another piece, man. Why not? But yeah, I definitely like that value there for PJ Washington. So I like this trade for Dallas. The Chicago Bulls give up Kobe White and the 12th overall pick. That's a steep price to pay, but they get 17 and 31, Rob Dillingham and PJ Washington. Hold on. So they give up Kobe in the 12. The picks, I think, knock themselves out. Kobe White for Dillingham and Washington. I like that for Chicago as well. Hold on now. Have we stumbled into a good trade for once? Oh, Lance Stevenson is at the game. Fresh off losing to Michael Beasley. Okay. Last team, Minnesota. Minnesota trades Dillingham 17 and 31 and Mike Conley for Kobe White. That's where I think we've gone too far. I think that this trade they don't get enough for what they're parting with. J-Dub gets to the basket again. It's simply just too easy for them to get to the basket. 8-0 run for the Thunder. Thunder's lead goes up to 4. And Indy has come out of halftime completely flat. Miles Turner tries to dunk on Chet Holmgren. That's a horrible decision. OKC goes the other way. Shea pulls up from 3, misses. Little too aggressive. Chet, another 3. Ooh, man, that was the good look. That was, Shea only made 1 shot so far. Didn't think he had to pull from 3. Chet was wide open, though. And Miles Turner goes to the free throw line. It's the Nets beat writer saying Nets calling teams like the Raptors asking for a player in the 9th pick for Cam Johnson, even if it's IQ. So if the beat writer is saying that the Nets are calling, I think that is basically the Nets front office putting out what their asking price is. I don't think the Raptors actually have done anything. So I don't think the Raptors are into that at all. Hold on. I don't know how it works. So do we get a pick? Hold on. But hold on. Who's we in this situation? I'm confused because I thought you were talking about a Brooklyn and who is it? A Brooklyn and Chicago trade. And I thought you're a Heat fan. Jump ball. Oh, nah, General. You don't get a pick because it's past the window for that. So if Dobbins signed, I think before June, there's a date in May or June where after that, the moves don't count towards the compensatory draft pick formula. But also the thing is, General, the way it works is when you sign players and lose players, the contracts cancel each other out. So you'd have to see how many players you signed, or the kind of contracts you signed and see if they cancel out. So for example, Mekhi Becton got 220, like 2 years, 20 mil. That's a bigger addition than Dobbins' loss. So even if it was in the window, Mekhi would cancel out Dobbins. But again, I don't know the total of the guy you lost and that you gained because that'll determine things. Oh, Turner gets the jump ball, and it looked like it was going out of bounds, but an amazing save by Nembhard. Tyrese finds Nembhard. But I mean, like, I don't know. For you guys. He went to your rival, Neesmith. That's a. I thought that was a 3. They're saying Neesmith hits a 2, but you guys upgraded in the running back room with Hampton. J Dub to Case. Oh my God, Cason Wallace has to come off the court. He missed that 3 badly. He's had ever since the second quarter has started. He's been unplayable. Miles Turner from 3 pulls, misses. Offensive rebound by Neesmith. You know what? Indy has responded amazing out of that timeout. Conceded a 6-0 run to start the quarter, took a timeout, and they went on a 6-0 run of their own. No, conceded an 8-0 run, but then went on a 6-0 run of their own. Wallace to the basket. Oh my God, he made a shot. Finally, Cason Wallace has a good moment. Yeah, but like, did you guys get that attached after 1 year, man? Come on. Turner, jumper, 72-70 Pacers. Shea. Oh, horrible turnover from Shea. A wide open dunk for Tyrese, 74-70. That's Shea's second horrible pass of the game. Pretty rare for him to just not have a feel for where the players are on the court. But yeah, easy 2 points for the Pacers, a 4-point lead again. So the teams have traded 8-0 runs to start this game. Shea step back 3 knocks it down, and the Pacers 4-point lead gets cut down to 1 just like that. Siakam to the basket, foul, and free throws for Siakam. His rival. That's all. It's all good, man. You guys got the better running back. I think. Okay, for what it's worth, I think Denver is gonna have a pretty good running game as a whole. What do you guys think? Like, you know what's tough about the Chargers? And I'll try to keep the football discussion to a minimal, just because we have an amazing game going on. The Chargers are tough to evaluate because they bank on internal development and young players coming in and getting opportunities, right? So, like, on paper, you can look at them and say maybe they don't look like that strong of a team, but it's really hard to know, like, out of the young players that played a lot last year, are they going to be much better next year? It's possible. The young players that they drafted, are they going to get good production out of them like they got from some of their young players last year? Like Joe Alt and Lad McConkey, they got so much value out of them as 2 picks. So are they going to get a similar kind of thing again? Like, that's kind of how their program is. They're never going to be a splashy, big name organization. So it's really tough to judge. But I think the Chargers will be fine. Siakam hit the first free throw. And made the second as well. 76-73. Siakam up to 15 points now, an efficient 15. Shea goes around the screen. Chet, oh my God, wide open opportunity for Lou Dort, and Lou Dort knocks down a 3 to tie the game up at 76. Lou Dort, a player that I thought wouldn't have such a hot hand on the road. It's conventional wisdom that role players tend to play better in the playoffs at home than on the road. But Lou Dort has shown up and hit shots in Indiana. So we got a tied game with just over 6 minutes to go. Siakam isoing J-Dub. Siakam passes it to Tyrese. Tyrese wide open, but Halliburton misses. And so I think Tyrese has played better in this game than either of the games in OKC. But the thing is like the kind of game he can have against this team is different than the games that he had against the Knicks. He can't really attack against OKC. He can orchestrate, like he can run the show and get his teammates involved, but he's not going to be able to have those like really big offensive showcases. Oh, just as I say that, step back 3 knocks it down. What is he up to now? Box score. Wait, he has 19 points? This is a very quiet 19. Never mind, guys. I take that all back. I did not know he got up to 19 points. 8 for 12 shooting, no free throws. Wow. Okay. Well, Halliburton with a quiet 19. Here's a crazy scenario. Trade RJ for Man, Yang, Buffkin 13-12, then trade 13. 15. Who's the Raptors get? Okay, this guy is out here flipping like this guy. You're out here like a day trader with these picks, you know, like buy stock, let it go up, flip it, buy low, let it go up, flip it. Very interesting resource management here. But yeah, this would be like a super ideal scenario. Center still scares me. That being said, though, if we had this many rookie contracts, because think about what we had 5 rookies last year, no, 4 rookies, right? The 3 draft picks and what's his name? Battle, and then you add 4 more. You got 8 people that are going to be running out of contract around the same time. Like 4 picks might be a little bit overkill, but I understand like we need as much young talent as we can get. And some of the young talent we have now, we're going to have to get rid of at some point because not everybody's going to live up to the expectation. Okay, where are we at? Oh yeah, this overpayment for Kobe White. No need for KD or Giannis. What? We got Jaren Jackson to Houston trade proposal. So the Rockets. Can the Thunder win in this situation? I don't think so. I think if it's 3-1, it's over. I would say this about both teams, by the way. I don't think either team has the ability to make a comeback from down 3-1. So I think either team going up 3-1 is effectively a clincher. But yeah. So the Rockets get Triple J and Jalen Wells. Grizzlies get Keegan Murray, Reed Shepherd, and Tari Eason. Okay, I do not think this is good enough value for what they're giving up. Not that I think Triple J is a superstar or anything, obviously not. But Keegan Murray had a down year. Reed Shepherd, unsure if he's a basketball player. And Tari Eason talks way too much. Talks way too much. So I don't know about that. And then the Kings get Jabari Smith. Okay, let's keep track of like who parted with what. So the Kings getting Jabari Smith, they gave up Keegan Murray. Wait, they get to swap Keegan Murray for Jabari Smith? That's a bit much. I think they should have to come up off of a little bit more value. The Grizzlies part with Triple J, Jalen Wells. They get Keegan Murray, Reed Shepherd, Tari Eason. Yeah, they don't get enough here. So I could see conceivably the Kings throwing in some draft compensation that goes to Memphis here. And the Rockets part with Reed Shepherd, Tari Eason, and Jabari Smith for Triple J. I think that's good value. I wouldn't say that's like ridiculous. And the big thing there for me is Jabari Smith. I think Jabari Smith being a part of the trade package makes that appropriate. So yeah, if you just make Sacramento throw some assets to Memphis, then I think this is actually an okay trade. Okay, the game is back. If the Sixers wanted to get out of cap hell and call the Raptors, would you do Paul George and third pick for RJ? Oh, okay, hold on. Game is back. But yeah, I'm going to look at that again just to make sure I processed it right. Jalen Williams misses a dunk. Come on, man. What a great game he's had, but then after all that, he misses a dunk. Halliburton turns it over. Caruso. J-Dub back to Caruso. Caruso wide open, hits a 3. Caruso finally responds to TJ McConnell. He's like, I can role player too. 79-79. A tied game with 5 minutes to go in the third. Halliburton being checked by Lou Dort almost turns it over again. So after a big 3, Halliburton with a couple shaky passes. Indy keeps the ball though. Okay. Would you take for RJ, Jakob, Ochai Abaji? Absolutely. Now, I would have to double check the financial repercussions of this because I think Paul George is still cheaper than the prospect of re-signing both RJ and Jakob Poeltl. I would just have to make sure that that's the case, but I think that's the case. So you actually save money there in the long run. The big value you get is obviously that third pick. Now I guess a part of it depends, like how much do you value Ace Bailey? I would value him pretty highly, even though he's low key like 6'7". But yeah, I would do it. I would do it because Paul George is under contract for 3 more years. You can flip him going into the last year as an expiring deal. You just have to put up with 2 years of bullshit. But like, I don't know, man. If Podcast P comes to Toronto, maybe I can harass him in the comments of Podcast P being like, hey, we got to get a Podcast P and THT collab. Yo, Paul George on a live stream watching the Raptors 905? Come on. Come on. Who wouldn't want to watch that? Hallie to Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin misses the 3. Okay. I can't tell how I feel about this game. I can't tell if I feel like somebody's gonna pay for okay, hold on. Let me watch this possession and refine my thought. Shea. Come on. Those type of tough jumpers, I like those as rhythm shots. Ben Mathurin steps out of bounds. Okay. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I was gonna say, part of me feels like Indy is gonna pay in this game for not really running away with it. Like they've had some good momentum, but they just haven't been able to run away with it. Part of me thinks they're gonna pay for that. Then the other part of me feels like OKC is gonna pay for the fact that like they had such a shit second quarter. Like that's how you lose games in the playoffs. I am hashtag conflicted. Damn, another missed layup for the Pacers. And then Obi, I don't know if that's a block by Chet or just a missed lay-in by Obi, but back-to-back missed opportunities at the basket in this game. Shea to Hardenstein. Hardenstein commands 2 defenders. Chet gets a wide open 3. His shot rims out. Lou Dort gets the offensive rebound. Man, I feel like we've just seen missed opportunity after missed opportunity after missed opportunity. Shea, contact and a foul. Let's go. And the crowd's not even complaining. The crowd is not even complaining. Okay. Man, Thomas Bryant, he left his arm in there, and Shea did the vintage. You reach, I teach. You reach, I teach. Okay. (81-81) after the Shea free throws. Mathurin with the ball. Pulls up for 3, misses. Mathurin's had a hot hand. I don't mind that aggression. Shea with the ball. Shea. Ooh, pump fakes. Gives it to Hardenstein. Gets it back. Shea walking down Ben Shepherd. Gets to his spot. Free throw line jumper falls. Another lead for OKC. 83-81. Yeah, this game has actually had real lead changes. Siakam goes left, and a goaltend by Hardenstein. 83-83. 2:01 to go. Looks like this game is shaping up for a great ending to the game. It's been a bit tough getting through certain parts of it. You know what? No, second quarter was great. The first quarter wasn't anything special. The second quarter was great. Third quarter was okay, or has been okay so far. But man, this close of a game in the crucial moments, knowing how good Indy is in the clutch, yeah, we should be in for a very good finish to this game. Chet. Oh my God. Indy finally gets the ball. I thought Indy was gonna let OKC get away with turning it over there, but Siakam saves it from going out of bounds. Siakam kicks to Ben Shepherd. Tyrese has to take a deep three, misses. Ben Shepherd hustles to save it from going out of bounds again. Miles Turner. Oh my God. No way Hardenstein should have bid on that pump fake. Halliburton checked by Lou Dort. Can't get around him. Siakam from three. Misses back rim. Dort gets this rebound. OKC going up the court. 104 to go. Shea to the basket. Contact. No call. Ben Mathurin in transition. Swiped. Free throws for Ben Mathurin. Nav Bhatia at the game in a Canadian jersey. Only man in there wearing red. All right, let's see. Mathurin shooting the first free throw. Friend had to sign in Turkey because he couldn't get an NBA contract. I didn't hear about it, but I would have figured that that's the case. Haven't heard any news of him getting any NBA looks, so I definitely figured that that would be what happens. Mathurin, second free throw. Misses the second. Rebound by Wiggins. OKC goes the other way. 48 seconds to go. Cason Wallace bringing it up the court with TJ McConnell on him. That has to be a nightmare. J-Dub. Hardenstein. J-Dub. Great pass to Chet and one. Chet with the dunk. Damn. What a pass, man. Left hand too. No, never uses his right hand to stabilize the ball. Just dribble, like hard dribble as the ball's coming up, just guides it to J-Dub. What a pass. Hardenstein checks out for Caruso. How many points does J-Dub have? 17. Somehow, some way, doesn't have that many points. Feels 17, but it feels like 25. Feels like he's at, because the bulk of his buckets came at a crucial moment to halt Indy's momentum, because Indy generated some crazy momentum at the beginning of the second. McConnell. McConnell backing down Wiggins. Tough shot. Misses. Saved by Caruso. J-Dub. 5 seconds to go. J-Dub pulls up from three. Knocks it down with 0.8 to go. Jalen Williams has had a sensational game. I think he's probably had some better games in terms of output, but given the stakes and given the way he scored his points at the times that he scored them, this is Jalen Williams' best game of his career in the playoffs. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. What did you think of D-Rose saying Luka, Giannis, and Jokic just had to adapt to NBA physicality and they'll find it softer than EuroLeague? Hold on. Well, I don't think D-Rose is saying anything new here. I think I've heard different variations of this. A lot of people have talked about how, in a lot of ways, the NBA is easier to score. It's easier to score in the NBA than the EuroLeague because of multiple reasons. A part of it is the rules, right? The EuroLeague allows for a bit more physical of a game, no three in the key, so you can have better rim defense. So generally, the brand of basketball in the EuroLeague is actually more difficult for scorers. So yeah, I've heard different variations of this idea. So it's not really surprising. I think Luka himself said that he just needed to adjust a little bit, but then pretty quickly he found scoring in the NBA easier than scoring in the EuroLeague. Are teenagers playing against fully grown men? Yeah, and the thing there is like that's proof of the fact that this person, whoever they are, has figured out the mental side of basketball. Absolutely. Like when you're a child going up against men that are probably 2-3 times stronger than you have to learn the tactical side of the game, the technical side of the game to compensate for that. So it's like proof of concept for that, which is good. So you talk about a Sang and those kind of guys, it's awesome. Shit. Okay. Shall we go back to the grid or should go back? You know what? We did some trades. Let's go. Let's go back to the grid here. I already messed this one up. Shit. Okay. Let's try to do some. Jordan Hill. Did he play for the Pelicans? We're about to learn. No. You know what? Sacre. Okay. We can still do Jordan Hill. Damn. Okay. Jeremy Lin. Damn. Oh. Sacramento and Portland. Alex Len. What? Oh, I guess he didn't play for Portland. There's a big though. There's a big that played for both these teams. You know what's funny? I saw a EuroLeague page posting about Game 1 and 2 ratings and said that, and I said casuals are so annoying. They thought I was talking about the EuroLeague finals being better. Hold on. So you saw a EuroLeague page posting about Game 1 and 2 ratings being low, and then you commented casuals are so annoying, and they thought you talked about the Euro. So they were criticizing you for saying that the EuroLeague finals are better? Or they thought that you were saying that and they criticized you for it? Because my understanding of that comment is that basically the Game 1-2 ratings being low is because stupid casuals aren't interested in small markets, which is a criticism on the fact that, like, why would you not enjoy this basketball? This basketball is sick, which I objectively think it is sick. But that's how I would understand your comment. McConnell. Matherin. And one. Matherin. How many points does he have? Ben Matherin with 17. 4 points away from the leading scorer of the game. But I didn't say that. Okay. Interesting. You know what it is, though? I like the international product of basketball. Like, when I watch the FIBA or the Olympics, that basketball to me is more enjoyable. It's just unfortunate that you typically you basically never see the best players in the world playing that style of basketball. If there was like if LeBron, like if the best players were in Europe, that league would be so much better than what the NBA is now. But yeah, just unfortunately the best players in the world are shaped and molded to play this kind of basketball. They would go at me in a foreign language. That's true, man. You'd have to use Google Translate to translate the smoke. I think Kuminga is going to be a hard sign and trade because he wants $30 million a year for 4 years. Sign and trade generally, or sign and trade for the Raptors? I'm just curious what you mean here. Obi to McConnell. Oh, they called the foul before the pass. I think this is going to be. It's not going to be 2 free throws. They're just going to get the ball back. Okay. Generally for the Raptors, would you sign and trade when RJ is better? Yeah, no. Twitter blew up today because they thought KD Spurs was official. Oh, I missed that entirely somehow. 93-91, and OKC and Indy turns it over. So 10 minutes to go. We have a 2-point game. What was the trade that went viral? What are they confused about with that play? What's confusing? I'm confused now. Who was I thinking about? You know what? Okay. Might not apply. Okay, Aaron Gray. What were his teams? Detroit and Toronto for sure. Well, we need to find that scrub's teams. Chicago, New Orleans, Raptors and Kings. Chicago, New Orleans, Raptors, Kings. Chicago, New Orleans, Raptors, Kings. Aaron Gray. Okay. It was like KD, Harrison Barnes. Hold on. Harrison Barnes and Vassell. A 14th pick for KD. Shit, man. Phoenix running it back with Harrison Barnes and Vassell. Nasty. Okay. Vonleh. Brooklyn and Boston. Oh no. I had a good person for this, but slipping my mind. Boston and Phoenix. Let's do Boss Man. 6%. Phoenix and the Clippers. Let's do Bledsoe. Kings and Suns. No, I can't do Gravis Vasquez. I don't think I can do PJ Tucker. Can't do Rudy Gay. Can't do Tyreek. Can I do Boogie Cousins? I don't think so. Can I do Jason Thompson? I don't think so. Can I do okay. Not easy. Brooklyn and Sacramento. I think this is Rashawn Holmes. I think this should be Rashawn Holmes, but I'm not entirely sure. You get a lot from no, for sure. Like Marcus, it's definitely fair value. It's just like when you think about what Phoenix was supposed to be, and then you look back and you have Bradley Beal, Vassell, and Harrison Barnes. Sad state of affairs. Okay, Batum is too easy for this combination. Wait. Oh, DeAndre Jordan was really high for this. The game is back. Yeah, 93-91. Checking in on the stats. You got literally the exact same free throws for these teams. You got literally the exact same field goal percentage. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The Thunder are shooting above 50% on for threes. That's crazy. That is not sustainable. That scares me. OKC's kicking their ass on the boards. Well, not kicking their ass, but definitely out rebounding them. Hold on. How is it only a 4-point game when OKC has so many more threes and more rebounds? Oh, it must be a shot attempt thing. Field goals. No, 65-60. I'm confused. McConnell to Obi. Obi almost loses it. Matherin. Matherin to Siakam. Siakam. Oh, that's a shot clock violation. That's a shot clock violation. Okay. Shout out to Poch for going on a generational run to destroy USA football. He's going out sad. He is going out so sad. He should just take that Saudi Arabian job, cash out, and then go home. Somebody get the ball from J-Dub, man. The guy is struggling. He picked up his dribble, and nobody's coming to get the ball. 95-91. Come on, OKC, man. Too casual for such it's a close game, high stakes game. McConnell loses the ball, almost misses. Offensive rebound. Nembhard shoots the jumper and knocks it down. 95-93. And then McConnell gets another steal. I feel like OKC has to lose just for the way that they've messed up inbounding the ball. They've made inbounding the ball look difficult. And they deserve to pay for that, bro. Literally 6 Pacers points off just pure McConnell hustle. Shea with the ball. Yeah, Indy's taking this game, man. Shea dribbling out the clock. Contact, puts it up. Free throws for OKC. And Nembhard picks up, I think, his 4th foul. I mean, this is a... Ooh. Ooh. I think Shea got lucky there. I think Shea got very lucky. Man. And he misses the first free throw on some ball don't lie shit. Caruso checks out. $96-95. Oh my God. Matherin hits another 3. The hot hand is ridiculous. Does he lead the game in scoring now? He does. Matherin is the leading scorer of the game. They got the Matherin game offensively and the McConnell game defensively. Indy has to win this. J-Dub to the basket, 98-98. 7:40 to go. J-Dub. Matherin loses his footing. Throws the ball away. Siakam saves it. Oh no, OKC. What the hell were we doing? 3 defenders went to the ball. Oh, Indy actually had numbers as soon as Siakam saved it. OKC, man. OKC. They find Chet. Chet gets clobbered underneath the basket. The foul's on the floor. No free throws. He played 34 minutes and his legs are likely tired. I hear it. I hear it. All right. But yeah, I cannot believe what TJ McConnell is. OKC pregame fits are always so extra. Yeah, I hear it, bro. I hear it. That's a young ass team. Has nothing better to do than to pick out really weird young people fits. Okay. OKC inbounds the ball. J-Dub to Hartenstein. Hartenstein drives, fakes, puts it up, misses. Yeah, Hardenstein's another one that's had a bad game. Miles Turner hands to Hallie. Hallie, they're going under Halliburton screens. They're going under the screens on Halliburton. Timeout OKC. I'm telling you, OKC deserves to lose this game. They've had such a stupid game 3. Why are we daring Halliburton to shoot? Why are we daring him to shoot? Doesn't make sense. Okay. Thunder call Raptors and ask for RJ offer Topic filler 50. Do you do that trade? Yeah, I think that's a good infusion of young talent. I'm taking that. What do we have here? We have a fucked up grid. Fair enough. Kings and Blazers. There's definitely been a player to make the switch. I cannot believe it wasn't Alex Len. Why was I so sure? I guess I've seen hella like European-ish Blazers bigs. Wes Matthews? No. Oh, wait, no, not Will Barton. Oh, I think Tim Frazier. Shit. Okay, we're just gonna use this grid, the rest of it to learn. Jason Thompson, I think. No shit. Okay, Kings Suns. Kings Suns. There's a guard. There's a. Oh, this is gonna annoy me. It's not Quinn Cook, is it? Let's see. No. How many guesses do we have left? 2 guesses. Clippers, Lakers. Did Aldridge play for the Nets? No. Oh, Livingston. Let's see if he's a bad answer. 1%. Oh, Livingston is actually good for Brooklyn and LA? Say less. Okay. Whoa, we got Kentucky? Damn. Fred VanVleet. Ajinsa. Delon Wright. Okay. Okay. Hell of a start for this one. UK is going to piss me off because I don't know UK players like that. Okay. Kentucky players that somebody that ran. You know what? I'm going to do Cat. I'm going to do Cat because I think people probably aren't going to think about Cat. 8%? Damn. Kentucky players for it's not. Oh, quickly. Damn. Okay, yeah, this hasn't gone good. 101.98. The game is back. Why are we going under Halliburton screens? I have no idea. He's saying is it because he's 17, he dropped 20 on the Blazers. Yeah, man. Overperforming at a young age. It's a good sign. Because that's the thing, like, if somebody's a really good prospect at age 22, it's not the same. J-Dub to Hartenstein. Hartenstein passes to Dort. Shea travels. And yeah, OKC is falling apart. OKC is set to collapse down the stretch. Nobody has their composure. Damn, OKC, man. Really about to throw this game away. I don't think Indy had that great of a game. But like, if you think about what's really got Indy going, Halliburton played solid, right? Ben Mathurin and TJ McConnell. You got two bench players popping off. OKC could have won this game, but they're about to lose it because it's out here doing stupid shit. Caruso sets a screen. J-Dub goes the other way. J-Dub floater, tough shot. This is the Jalen Williams game. Fuck it. Play through Jalen Williams. Let Shea get in where he fits in. Tyrese to Turner. Turner. Ooh, easy bucket, man. That was too easy. Chet, you have to do something. You have to do something to bother Turner here. Is Indy going to make that late game sub that they always make, putting in Obi for Miles Turner? Chet misses at the basket. Indy goes the other way. Nembhard to Obi. Turner to Tyrese. Are we still going under the Tyrese Halliburton screens, are we? Tyrese. Ooh, Shea clamps him up. Shea forces a miss, but he gets the offensive rebound. Nembhard. And there's a foul on the floor. There's no free throws for this, though. I don't think we're in the bonus yet for either team. What is Shea doing, man? Not hustling for rebounds, barely moving. At some point, you can see that Tyrese enters his vision, and he doesn't move. Step back by Nembhard, 5-point game. Bro, OKC does not play good enough late game. Offensively, they don't play good enough late game. I can't see them pulling this back. Shea kicks it to Lou Dort. Lou Dort from the corner. Fades back like he's about to make it. Doesn't. Pacers don't have numbers. Tyrese gets past Jalen Williams. Misses. Obi with the putback. It is a 7-point game. Daniel's not taking a timeout. Daniel is not taking a timeout. He's just out here letting his players die. Wow. J-Dub to the basket, blocked. Absolute stinker by OKC, man. Hey, man, big up Joel. Nembhard misses, rebound OKC. Yeah, they are not making this comeback. Shea splits two defenders, goes to the basket, ball gets swiped out of his hands, keeps at it, Holmgren gets fouled. But the foul is before the shot. OKC keeps the ball. Hey, Joel, bro, we made it through OTAs. No major injuries. Knock on wood. Hoping for the same in training camp. Wait, did OKC finally take a timeout like they should have a while ago? My goodness, man. Waits for his team to go down 7 to do this dumbass shit. Pelicans UK players. Boogie? I'm not doing it. Anthony Davis. Let's do Boogie. 14. Wow. Rondo? Oh, true. Wait. No, hold on. Rondo went to Kentucky? Why? Wait, what? What? Yeah, I did. I had no idea he was a Wildcat. I mean, shit, we can do Rondo for... No, you know what? Let's do Drew here. Did anything happen that's like worth talking about? Not really. The main talking point that I heard about that means anything to me is that AJ Dillon looks trash. So we just know that we're probably gonna have to get a better backup for Saquon. But like, it's not like Gainwell was amazing. Like he's a good backup. I like him a lot as a backup. But like, we can find a Gainwell replacement somewhere. All right, last 3.5 minutes. Will they pan to him? Who? Wait. They pan to him in the in games. I mean, he looks like if not, he's not wearing makeup, that he does like so much skincare. OKC keeps the ball after the inbounds pass. Bro, I just think that like you can't sustain after the year that he had. So yeah, I don't know if it's a stinker. The stinker is because of him, or if it's because the offense as a whole doesn't perform, or if it's because of injury. But yeah, bro, like sustaining after literally having an all-time year, chances are very low. Shea, mid-range, falls 107, 102. And a delay of game warning to OKC. Somebody in the crowd was complaining for a travel there. I don't know if that's what I like. I don't think they showed a good replay to see, but they would almost never call something like that. Hallie finds Neesmith. Oh my God. That's about as contested as a three can be, and he still makes it. 8-point game. Jalen Williams. Oh my God. Pacers force a turnover. Their defensive intensity took this game away. Oh my God. Caruso with a steal and gets hacked by Neesmith. Flop so bad. Yeah, it's gonna. The main reason it's gonna flop is because nobody's taking anybody that's worth a shit. Like, you can't make people care. People are basically looking at it like it's preseason. Also, the thing that people don't really consider enough, a lot of the preseason matches in the US, players complain about the turf because they'll install a natural grass on top of a turf. I don't know if the Club World Cup is taken more seriously, but like I'm sure if it's not like exactly as trash, it's probably still not great, right? So if a major player gets hurt in the Club World Cup, that'll be a pretty big storyline. Like these American pitches are not great. Is this are they looking for a flagrant? Thing is, I actually thought Neesmith did a good job of making sure that it wasn't a flagrant. Like it was clearly aggressive enough to make sure Caruso doesn't score and get an and one. This would be wild if they call this a flagrant, though. Yeah, that is not a flagrant. But yeah. It's definitely just FIFA greed, man. It's definitely just FIFA greed. They're just gonna. Here's the thing. They're gonna put Caruso on the free throw line, and I think he's gonna split them. Regardless, though, this game is over. Damn, he gave like an analytical breakdown. There was no wind up. There was no follow through. Therefore, it is not a flagrant. Whoa, we're out here breaking down what constitutes a wind up, man. Amazing. Amazing quality analysis. Oh man, there's no way they can make that a flagrant, man. Come on. In this big of a moment. Caruso makes the first. 7-point game. Caruso makes the second. Shea checking Nemhard. Dort on Hallie. Hallie to Miles Turner. Miles Turner stripped by J-Dub. J-Dub, the ball is loose. It's off Siakam and it's out of bounds. Whoa, they're saying it's Indy ball? Oh, okay, yeah. It probably is off J-Dub, actually. When I see the... Well, does it go off Siakam's ass? It does. It does. Yeah. Thunderball. Shea gets the ball. Shea, 2:08 to go. Chet looks off some guys. J-Dub gets the ball. Chet from 3. It's blocked by Miles Turner. Oh my God. And then Chet gets blocked again. Yeah, this OKC late game offense is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. This is the kind of OKC's problem is it feels like they have to blow out Indy because they can't out execute Indy down the stretch. To Neesmith in the corner. Neesmith misses from 3. Chet, you guys got to run, man. You guys got to run. Your half-court offense is so shit. You have to run. Shea, step back. Oh, my God, man. Shea, step back jumper. Mid-range. Misses. Pacers go the other way. Siakam in transition. Siakam lays it in. 112-104. Timeout with 109 to go. This game is over, people. So, yeah. Horrible game from OKC. Again, their issue of having to almost blow out Indy is going to make it tough to win games in Indy. I don't think Indy had the best game, so it's kind of a big win for them. But shit. Let me pull up some stats real quick. OKC only got 18 bench points today. That's not in their recipe to win games, man. The Indy bench had like 47 points. So when your bench gets outscored by 30 points, you can't really win a game. Honestly and truthfully. The TJ McConnell and Ben Mathurin games, simply too much. So yeah. I guess if you're OKC, the thing is you have to hope that It's not you have to hope. You know that those players aren't going to play that good. The thing is, Neesmith and Nemhard didn't do shit today. Neesmith and Nemhard combined for 15. Siakam had 19. Turner had 9. There's a whole lot of upside. There's so much upside for Indy to get better performances to compensate for the fact that Mathurin and McConnell won't have the same game. When I look to OKC, I mean, yeah, I think J-Dub is the only person that had a considerably good game. Everybody else, I mean, it's the bench. It's the bench and J-Dub. But yeah, I mean, I don't feel great about like I think OKC is going to win game 4. But it's not like a foregone conclusion by any means. By any means at all. Indiana seriously going up 2-1 with home court and advantage in a NBA Finals. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Free throws for J-Dub. Yeah, the Thunder let down Jalen Williams today, man. He played like he wanted to go up 2-1. After the first quarter that the Thunder had, I cannot believe they found a way to lose this game, man. The Thunder had the perfect first quarter. And TJ McConnell seriously turned this game around on his own. J-Dub misses the second, but Tyrese gets the rebound. What did you guys get for Siakam? Basically 3 first-round picks. The problem is neither the first-round picks are going to are going to be high picks. So one of the first-round picks was 18th overall. It became Jacoby Walter. One of them we still have to get. One of them we traded for Brandon Ingram. Championship experience trumps talent in a young team. For sure, bro. You see the gap in execution, and that's what you're seeing. The experience is trumping the talent. Actually, hold on. No, hold on. That's a part of the issue. So one of the picks we used to draft Jacoby Walter, one of the picks we traded for Brandon Ingram. So I guess you can say we basically, because we traded Bruce Brown, who came in the trade, Kelly Olynyk. Oh, so that's the thing. We traded one of the picks for fucking Olynyk and Agbaji. The thing is, we then used Bruce Brown and Olynyk and the other first round pick to get BI. So out of the trade, we basically got Jacoby Walter, Ochai Agbaji, and Brandon Ingram. So truthfully, the value that we got for sure, we'll see what Jacoby Walter becomes. Ochai Agbaji, we're probably not going to be here soon. The main value we got is Brandon Ingram. So, I mean, most Raptors fans were critical when the trade happened. We got like no value back, man. But yeah, man, Siakam came out firing. A quick 3 buckets. He cooled down, only finished with 19 points. But bro, he was efficient, didn't really get in foul trouble, didn't turn it over once, 2 steals, 1 block. Ben Mathurin, leading scorer. Actually, J-Dub is the leading scorer, but Ben Mathurin, Indiana's leading scorer in a finals game. Right? Even when the main agenda for this channel goes wrong, an agenda does rise, bro. It's Benedict Mathurin season. Yes, exactly. You got all these facts right. They're both Canadian Haitian from Montreal. It was because Siakam was telling teams he won't extend with them if they trade for him and he's going to test for agency. So that happened after the Raptors waited too long. Like the Raptors, part of the problem was still that they traded him that so late into his contract. You got to not put yourself in that difficult of a position. It's kind of like the Pelicans with Brandon Ingram. Like, truthfully, they didn't really get shit for him because of how late into his contract they traded him. J-Dub brings the ball up the court. Chet, why are we drawing up plays for Chet, man? Cason Wallace fouled. Yo, Cason Wallace has to be put in timeout. Is there anybody they can bench him for? Because he had a disaster of a game. Bro, is there a bench points tally here? Because I don't have to do that math on my own. But the bench points gap in this game is ridiculous. Okay, I'll do the math on my own. Cason Wallace missed a free throw? Man, what else is new? Okay, bench points in this game. Indy had 49. As of right now, OKC has 18. 49 to 18. A 31-point gap in bench scoring. Thunder signed Raptors free throw coach? I think so, bro. I think so. It's why Ochai and RJ are gone, because Ochai is a contract year for a big raise. RJ is due for a big raise. Yeah, I agree. Nemhard pass it to Siakam. The Pacers are going to dribble it out. Siakam puts it in. 116 to 107. And Indy goes up 2-1. A crucial game 3. Damn, J-Dub almost made the shot. They seriously didn't foul Siakam. Well, I think they basically quit. They're like, if we can finagle a steal, great. But if not, we're quitting. Thunder are not a great 3-point shooting team, so they won't be a great free throw shooting team. I see the thinking there. I hear what you're saying. But this game is over, people. I missed the stat for Shea. What was his playoff career high? Probably must have been something bad. Shout out to everybody in here. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe to the channel on your way out. I'm going to be back in 2 days on Friday to do game 4. This game was tough. Shea Hive will bounce back. We will bounce back on Friday. I am anticipating that this series goes 2-2. But it might go 3-1. So we're going to have to see. But like I said, guys, I'll be back on Friday. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys then. Until then, though, I am out. You guys take care. Fucking go Thunder, I guess.